The 2025 SDG Advocate Training offered 23 diverse active citizens in the adult and community education sector in Ireland an opportunity to participate in a 7-month global citizenship education journey. The SDG Advocates deepened their understanding and awareness of the 17 Sustainable Development Goals. They designed informed action projects within their own organisations, practice and community groups that have a direct impact on achieving one or more of the goals.
I was motivated to take part in the SDG Advocacy Training. I've spent 8 years doing climate justice work in the United States, and this seemed like a really interesting way to bridge this work in climate justice into a really relevant and integrated space that's connected to Irish heritage, Irish culture, and a sense of place and belonging here. So I'm continuing to develop relationships with different groups who are already doing water protection in their local areas and who are also working to promote bioregional expansion of these networks and alliances, and those folks who are working to strengthen this momentum towards a rights of nature and rights of rivers framework.
What motivated me to join the SDG training was a deep commitment in advancing my knowledge on gender equality, on quality education, particularly with my ethnic group, Swazi women. My SDG plan for after this training is to start a Swazi women group, women which are going to be ambassadors of hope, which are going to be trained as trainers of trainers. I would want to invite everyone who wants to have the citizen mindset to apply for this training, because it transforms you as a person.
The 7-month journey started in the Lark Theatre, Balbriggan, County Dublin. The SDG Advocates were introduced to the 17 Sustainable Development Goals and the 4 pillars of GCE. They had an exciting opportunity to play the traditional barron as a team-building activity.
I joined the SDG training was I would already have been familiar with a document produced by Pope Francis called Laudato Si, which gives all of the implementation from a Christian point of view of the Sustainable Development Goals. This is a practical course. There's a project involved in it, and it really tied in with what I was trying to do in not alone the garden, but more so in the linear garden. Our group is called Solace 21, solace being the Irish word for light, and 21 is the date when the sunlight penetrates the actual Newgrange tumulus. In the garden itself, we have a motto up there, Festina Lente, which is the Latin for hasten slowly. And this is one of the things I got from the actual course, is to consider the actual implications of what you propose doing and then focus on the goal once you have decided.
I feel so good, like I knew I would. Ooh, I feel so good.
The training has been, it's been really inspiring. It's been a lot more than I expected, particularly around the people that I've met. People are from a variety of backgrounds and cultures, and also all different ages as well. Well, it helped me really to think a lot more deeper around the goals, how the different challenges relate to just local issues as well as global issues. So I suppose, as I said, I kind of started out thinking that I'd do something around responsible production and consumption, But then I really felt the more I delved into the goals that the one around nature really spoke to me. So life on land and also mental health. I think just it pushed you out, pushed me outside my comfort zone, which was really good.
Welcome to SDG Training 2025!
During the experiential learning phase, the group came together in Brúmaidhtóra, County Sligo and Sonarta Ecology Centre, County Meath, to explore Joseph Campbell's hero's journey, design thinking, systems thinking and value in frames. Guest inputs were facilitated by Dáidín Lócé, who introduced the group to the 2030 SDG game, Ambassador David Donoghue, who was instrumental in the 2030 SDG negotiations, Anya Boyle from Ideas Code of Good Practice, and Hilary Darcy from Financial Justice Ireland.
Manufacturing, if the manufacturing is increasing, the fluctuations of the currency.
The game was about SDG game on what will happen in 2030. It was really productive. It was very engaging. I felt confused at some points, and I also felt there was so much noise going on in the world, everybody thinking of their own personal interest, not thinking of the whole collective process. But when he gave the warning of the 2028, it kind of brought a settled space for everybody to think in a collective way. And I saw more collaborations happening, exchange of products, projects, exchange of cards, money, points, to achieve the principles, to achieve whatever needs to be achieved to make the world a balanced, thriving space, which was good.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 1.
So I work in the field of community education. So the commitment in the goals and that specific goal around quality education obviously resonates very strongly for me. For myself, the project I'm really keen on is how can we bring this knowledge and this experience into my day-to-day work with community education groups across County Kildare. And the first step for me in that is we're going to offer training for our tutors, and that'll be an opportunity for them to think about what they do in their classes, with their groups, in the communities they work with, that will contribute to making this a better world. To go on that journey, to explore and learn about global citizenship education, and that it becomes a real and valued part of their lives. We listened to Ambassador Donoghue, and I thought that was amazing to have the opportunity to meet and hear from a speaker like that, someone who was involved in the very formulation of them. And it was actually, I found, quite hopeful. But Bobby talks a lot about, that without movement, nothing changes. So it's taking that action, making that movement, that makes it real. It gives us a chance to test these things out, to have those conversations, difficult conversations sometimes, but ultimately changes that hopefully will lead to positive action.
The final residential took place in Common Knowledge, Bog Hill, County Clare. The SDG Advocates were given a platform to reflect and evaluate individually and together on the 7-month GCE process. They shared the obstacles and resistance they had faced and the highlights of their achievements, showcasing creative, impactful initiatives designed to foster positive and sustainable change in their work and their communities. Lifelong friendships were established, which made networking and a strong alumni for the future easy.
I've learned a lot from the amazing facilitators, Bobby and Mog, and the wider team, but also from the wonderful group of us all together. It's so inspiring to learn about everybody's the broad range of projects that are going to be happening across Ireland. My project, Market Stories, I came into this training thinking it was just about the SDG Goal 13, which is climate action. But now, through this learning process, it's about also about sustainable communities, responsible consumption, addressing inequality, and industry and innovation. So I've really broadened the scope of what I think I can address in what we do.
I am currently mapping stakeholders and potential collaborators so that I can list some of them on my website. Because it's going to be a website that introduces my program, which is going to be a cross-cultural experiential learning program centered on global citizenship education on SDGs. So I think one specific SDG, number 4, quality education, would be a center of my program.
My action project has a number of elements to it. One of them was to install solar panels, which will give us free electricity during the summer months, really March to September it works. It will power our sockets, it will heat our water, and then it will export back to the grid. The second leg of the project was to install LED lights. So we did that, and it was fully sponsored by the Department of Environment, Climate and Communications. And that enabled us to get rid of a diesel generator. And the third leg was to install air-to-water heat pumps. So that'll bring our gas bill down by 40%, as well as, again, further reducing our carbon footprint. The fourth leg is actually, we will soon have EV chargers on site here in the Sports Club. It's really around SDG Goal 13, which is climate, and SDG Goal 15, which is life on land. My key takeaways are that I feel I look at things, I look at the world and I look at problems through a more mature set of eyes. I don't accept, I look for the root causes of these problems, and I try to come up with solutions to attack the root causes rather than the symptoms of these problems.
Check out this year's Stories of Action on Development Perspectives website, www.developmentperspectives.ie, to hear more from the 2025 SDG Advocates.